Okay, welcome back, guys, to realize, Pearson realize. Words do not pay, page 307. Okay, Yahya Al-Qahtani, you are with me? Yahya?
A. Yes.
Could you start reading background, please?
Okay.
Yes.
Background. In 1863, the Netherlands tried refused to sign a treaty that would make them move from their ancestral
Yahya,
land in
Yahya,
Organ.
your
صوتك
voice
بعيد
is
يا يحيى.
away. Yahya,
And
بعيد ما اسمعك.
come near, come near.
fine.
Come near the microphone.
In
Yes.
1863, the Netherlands tried to sign a treaty that would make them move from their ancestral land. واضح صوت؟
لا.
Yahya, Yahya,
Hello?
please come near the microphone, okay?
اي اقدر شوي جنب الميكروفون زي ما انت كنت.
In 1863, the Nesbit tribe
انت
refused to
شكلك
sign a
مغطي معك اللابتوب بالكتاب.
Yes.
لا ما ادري ايش معي خلوا
Okay,
واحد ثاني
okay.
يقرا.
So start Nasr
اقرا
Bandi.
انا عشان.
Nasr Bandi
حكم يا
start.
أستاذ.
Yes. Start Nasr Bandi.
Background. In 1863, the Nez Perce tribe refused to sign a treaty that would make them move from their ancestral land to origin to a much smaller reservation in Idaho. Despite the refusal, the United States government sent in federal troops to force the Nez Perce off their land. In response, Chief Joseph led his people toward Canada in a 3-month, 1,600-mile flight across the Rocky Mountains. He eventually surrendered to General Miles in 1877, under the terms that his tribe could return to their homeland. Instead, the Nez Perce were sent to Oklahoma, and half of them died during the trip. In one of many appeals to Congress on behalf of his people, Chief Joseph made this speech in 1879 in Washington, D.C.
Yes, thank you. Majid Swalam, are you with us? Majid.
Yes.
Yes, start reading the
يعني
background.
أنا
Yes, start.
in 1863 the what is اسمه Nez Perce tribe
Nez
refused to
Perce,
sign
the name of the tribe. Nez Perce.
Nez Perce Nez Perce tribe refused to sign a treaty that would make them move from their ancestral land in Oregon to a much smaller reservation in Idaho. Despite the refusal, the United States
page what?
government sent in federal troops
teacher page
to
what?
force the Nez
307
Perce off their land.
307
Once
شو؟
Chief Joseph led his
307
people toward 307 Canada in a 3-month, 1,600 307 flight across the Rocky Mountains. He eventually surrendered to General Miles in 1877, under the terms that his tribe could return to their homeland. Instead, the Nez Perce were sent to Oklahoma, and half of them died during the trip, in one of many appeals to Congress on behalf of his people. Chief Joseph made his speech in 1879 in Washington, D.C.
Yes, great. I will ask you each of you. I will ask you about the meaning of a word. So I will start with Yahya
Okay.
Al-Qahtani. Yes, Yahya Al-Qahtani. In the first line, the Nez Perce. It's a tribe. What's the meaning of a tribe? Could you explain to us the meaning of the word tribe?
A tribe is people usually made for people like the Red Indians.
Yes.
They are a kind actually is a group. A tribe is people who travel a lot.
Yes.
Or a group of villagers that travel a lot. It's usually made for people who you can say they aren't famous
Yes,
or known.
yes. The word tribe specifically, tribe, it means, Nasra Banmi. I want to share the ideas
Yeah.
of Nasra Banmi. Could you explain to us the meaning of tribe? Could you add
It's
anything?
Group of families.
Yes. So
قبيلة.
Yahya Al-Qahtani talks. He mentioned a group of people. So you are talking about the same idea, a group of people. So Majid.
No, not about tribe. يعني. It's you can say a group of families.
Yes, great. A group of families. Yes, connected.
And it has you can say a leader or someone who leads them.
Yes, great. So a group of families has a leader to lead them, okay?
Lead.
And they are linked or connected to each other, maybe by religion, language, culture, the same culture, the same religion, the same language. So they are a group of families. A tribe like Al-Qahtani, like Al-Tamimi, like, okay? Okay.
Yes.
Refused, what's the meaning of refused here?
Declined.
Yes, refused, reject, refuse, decline. To sign a treaty. What's the meaning of treaty here? Majid Swelem.
Contract.
A contract, a
contract.
treatment, yes, great. That would make them move from their ancestral land. What's the meaning of ancestral?
The,
Can I answer?
Land that the ancestors lived in.
Yes,
Ancestry, like a grandfather, his descendants.
yes.
And his great
grandfather's
they call
land.
him an ancestor.
Great. So land,
Ancestor.
yes, your grandfather's land.
A land that's secret to them.
Yes, so it means inherited land. Is it correct?
Yes.
You can say that.
Yes.
yeah,
So
I think.
yes. So this treaty would make them move from their inherited land in origin to a much smaller reservation in Idaho. What's the meaning of reservation here?
Hajj.
Land.
No,
Small
reservation.
land.
Yes, a small land.
Small reservation.
Yes, Majd Swelem
A
is.
small land.
It has a meaning of to book a room, to book a room at a hotel. Yes, reservation. But here it has another
and
meaning.
here a small
Reservation means a place.
A land that belongs to people or a tribe or someone.
Yes. So it protected. Like a protected area, okay?
Yeah.
Yes. Despite the refusal, although they refused, the United States government sent in federal troops. They sent federal troops, like the military of the whole states that govern the whole states, to force Nez Perce off their land. What's the meaning of off here?
Out. Out
Kick
of the
them.
land.
Yes. Okay.
Yes, kick them out of the land.
Yes, great. In response, their reaction, Chief Joseph, who is Chief Joseph?
The leader.
The leader
The
of
leader.
them.
The leader,
Right.
great. The leader, Chief Joseph, led his people toward Canada. In 3 months, 1,600-mile flight across the Rocky Mountains. So, a long distance between them and Canada. So, in last, you will find that half of his tribe died during the trip. He eventually surrendered. What's the meaning of surrendered here?
Got himself to the federal troops.
Yes, great. Could you?
Didn't fight.
surrendered making yourself no كيف ما تمشي رحلي.
Deciding not to fight.
Yes, great. Not fight.
Muslim, خلاص.
It means give up. Surrender here to give up. Okay.
Yes.
Yes, to give up to General Miles, the leader of the federal troops. So he can't fight. He confessed that he failed, that he can't fight. So he surrendered. He gives up to General Miles in 1877 under the terms that his tribe could return to their homeland. Instead, the Nizbers.
Yes, sir.
Yes.
I have a question.
Yes, start.
Is the Nez tribe part of the Red Indians?
Yes, yes, they are the Indians, the native people of America. You know,
Yes.
the native population. Yes. So the Nizbers.
America originally belongs to the Red Indians.
Yes, they are. Yeah. The Nizbers were sent to Oklahoma, and half of them died during the trip. In one of many appeals to Congress on behalf, what's the meaning of on behalf of? We want Faisal Gaid. Where's Faisal Gaid? Yes?
ما أتوقع سندخل.
Yeah, okay.
He's not here.
ما جاء.
Okay, okay. So three are joining, so we will wait for him. So go ahead. What's the meaning of on behalf of his people?
The people on behalf the responsible,
Great.
or he's talking for their people, or the action of his people.
Yes. As a leader, he is responsible for his tribe. So he talks, when I say he talks on behalf of his people, it means that he is the spokesman.
He talks for them all. Yes.
Yes, he is the spokesman of them. Okay?
Yeah.
So Chief Joseph made his speech in 1879 in Washington, D.C. So today we are studying his speech. What does he say? Okay?
Yes.
Okay. I want you, Yahya Al-Qahtani, to read from your book.
Paragraph 1.
Yes. Start.
Okay. I do not understand why nothing is done for my people. I've heard talk and talk, but nothing is done. Good words do not last long unless they amount to something. Words do not pay for my dead people. They do not pay for my country, now overrun by white men. They do not protect my father's grave. They do not pay for all the horses and cattle. Good words will not give back my children. Good words will not make the promise of your war, Chief General Miles. Good words will not give my people good health and stop them from dying. Good words will not get my people a home where they can live in peace and take care of themselves. I'm tired of talk that comes to nothing. It makes my heart sick when I remember all the good words and all the broken promises. There has been too much talking by men who had no right to talk. Too many misrepresentations have been made. Too many misunderstandings have come between the white men about the Indians. If the white man wants to live in peace with the Indian, he can live in peace. There's no need for trouble. Treat all men alike. Give them all the same law. Give them all an even chance to live and grow. All men were made by the same great spirit, Chief. They are all brothers. The earth is the mother of all people, and all people should have equal rights upon it. You might as well accept the rivers to run backward, as that any man who was born a free man should be contented when pinned up and denied liberty to go where he pleases. Shall I continue?
Yes. Go ahead. Yeah.
Let me be a free man, free to travel, free to stop, free to work, free to trade where I choose, free to choose my own teachers, free to follow the religion of my fathers, free to think and talk and act for myself. And I will obey every law or submit penalty.
Yes,
Yes.
great. Yes, great. Magda Swalem, start.
Okay. I do not understand why nothing is done for my people. I have heard talk and talk, but nothing is done. Good words do not last unless they amount to something. Words do not pay for my dead people. They do not pay for my country, now overrun by white men. They do not protect my father's grave. They do not pay for all my horses and cattle. Good words will not give me back my children. Good words will not make good the promise of your word, Chief General Miles. Good words will not give my people good health and stop them from dying. Good words will not get my people a home where they can live in peace and take care of themselves. I am tired of talk that comes to nothing. It makes my heart sick when I remember all the good words and all the broken promises. There has been too much talking by men who had no right to talk. Too many misrepresentations have been made. Too many misunderstandings come up between the white men about the Indians. If the white man wants to live in peace with the Indian, he can live in peace. There, there need be no trouble. Treat all men alike. Give them all the same law. Give them all an even chance to live and grow. All men were made by the same great spirit, Chief. They are all brothers. The earth is the mother of all people, and all people should have equal rights upon it. You might as well expect the rivers to run backwards as that any man who was born a free man should be contented when penned up and denied liberty and to go where he pleases. Let me be a free man, free to travel, free to stop, free to work, free to trade wherever I choose, free to choose my own teacher, forever to follow the religion of my fathers, free to think and talk and act for myself, and I will obey every law or submit to the penalty.
Yes, great. Nasra Banmi.
Okay. I do not understand why nothing is done for my people. I've heard the talk and talk, but nothing is done. Good words do not last long unless they amount to something. Words do not pay for my dead people. They do not pay for my country, now overrun by white men. They do not protect my father's grave. They do not pay for all my horses and cattle. Good words will not give me back my children. Good words will not make good promise of your word, Chief General Miles. Good words will not give my people good health and stop them from dying. Good words will not get my people a home, where they can live in peace and take care of themselves. I'm tired of talk that comes to nothing. It makes my heart sick when I remember all the good words and all the broken promises. There has been too much talking by men who had no right to talk. Too many misrepresentations have been made. Too many misunderstandings have come up between the white men about the Indians. If the white man wants to live in peace with the Indian, he can live in peace. There need be no trouble. Treat all men alike. Give them all the same law. Give them all an even chance to live and grow. All men were made by the same great spirit, Chef. They are all brothers. The earth is the mother of all people, and all people should have equal rights upon it. You might as well expect the rivers to run backward as that any man who was born a free man should be contented when penned up and denied liberty to go where he pleases. Let me be a free man, free to travel, free to stop, free to walk, free to trade where I choose, free to choose my own teachers, free to follow the religion of my fathers, free to think and talk and act for myself, and I will obey every law or submit the penalty.
Yes, great. So, from this speech, could you hear from the lines of the speech? Could you, yes, what? Could you talk to us about the nature of his speech? What does he want? Uh, uh, what does he demand? Majd Swalam? Majid,
For
Yahya?
his people and him to be free.
Yes?
Yeah.
Yes, Yahya?
What Steve Joseph's trying to say
Yes?
that he wants to the white men to be equal and be nice to the Indians, so they have equal rights and everyone they promise to obey the law and do whatever the law wants to be treated as humans, not as slaves or animals.
Yes. So he talks about.
Stop making the Indians by misrepresenting them
Yes, great.
and misleading
So
people
he
about
wants
them.
the promises to be in practical. He wants to see promises, okay, to live these promises. So our title here, words do not pay. What's the meaning of words do not pay after reading the whole text? Yahya. Yes, start, Yahya.
Well, from the text or from reading the story, it seems that the general, I forgot his name, always made promises with the Indians and saying that we will be better. And he also breaks the promises and lies about them. So he said, words do not pay, actions will.
Yes, great. So he don't want words. He don't want new promises. He want actions. He want real life. He want to see promises. Faisal Gaid, where are you? Faisal, Abdulaziz, Fahad. Yes. Yes, Nasr Banmi. Yes. Start.
Yeah.
Yes, talking about the meaning of the title here. We are concerned with the title. Words do not pay. So you can see the words. This line you can see it within his speech. Is it correct?
Yes.
He repeats this title. Could you explain to us what does he want to affirm?
Because the white men,
Yes.
the Americans, they were saying to him, "We'll be equal to you," and saying that they will be do anything to them like normal people, but they did not do anything. They just talk
Yes, great.
words and
Yes, great.
don't do actions.
Yeah. So from this speech, you can see or you can know the nature of this character, Chef Joseph, the leader of the Nez Perce. So now we want to read about this author, the writer, Chef Joseph. Yes, I want someone to read about the author. Yes, Yahya, start. And this is the photo, his picture. Yes. Yes, start. Start, Yahya.
Okay.
Majid Swalam.
Chief Joseph was a famous leader of the Nez Perce tribe.
Yes.
He was known by his people as Hinmatuya Latkek, or thunder rolling down the mountains.
Yes.
He was
So
born
he
in
was
Walwa
known
Valley.
by thunder rolling down the mountain. So he is a great man. He's very strong, like a thunder. Yes. Go ahead.
He was born in Wallowa Valley in 1840, in what is now Oregon. In 1877, when the U.S. government
Excuse me, I will stop you. He was born in Walwa Valley in 1840, in what is now Oregon. So they live in.
Stop.
Yes.
المايك مقفل.
Okay. So they live in a valley in Oregon. It's great nature, great landscapes. they love their homeland, which is inherited from their grandfathers, so they don't want to leave it. Yes, go ahead.
When the US government threatened to forcefully move the Nez Perce to a reservation, Chief Joseph refused, choosing instead to leading his people north toward Canada. Chief Joseph died in 1904, never having returned to the land he had fought so hard to keep for his tribe. His doctor said he died of a broken heart.
Yes, so he died of a broken heart. He was very sad about because he what why he died of broken heart.
Because he suffered so much of racism
Yes, he
and
suffered so much.
being unequal.
Yes, great. Yahya.
لا لا بالغلط.
Yes, okay. So where is Faisal Gaid? Faisal.
He suffered from being untreated well.
Yes, and half of his tribe died. Half of his tribe. So he wants his tribe to be great, to live a normal life, to live in prosperity, but he can't. So he was very sad. Yes? Okay. Faisal Gaid. Where is Faisal Gaid? Yes. Yahya Al-Qahtani.
Yes.
Read about the author.
Okay. Chief Joseph, the famous leader of the Nez Perce tribe. He was known by his people as Hinma Tuya Lat Kik,
Yes.
or thunder rolling down the mountain. He was born in Wallowa Valley in 1840 in what is now Oregon. In 1870, when the U.S. government threatened to forcefully move the Nez Perce to a reservation.
Yes.
Chief Joseph refused, choosing instead to leading his people north toward Canada. Chief Joseph died in 1904, never having returned to the land he had fought so hard to keep for his tribe. His doctor said he died of a broken heart,
Yes, great.
meaning he was depressed.
Yes. So here,
Yeah.
in the, while reading this text, we should determine the meaning of words and phrases as they are used in a text, including figurative, connotative, and technical meaning. Analyze the impact of a specific word choices on meaning and tone, including their allusions to other texts. So, while reading, yes, Yahya, you want to add something?
When we read the story, I can see there are two unknown words, misrepresentation and misunderstanding. They are colored in the color blue.
Yes, great. So, mislead or misunderstand, these prefixes make the opposite. You have the word lead. When I add miss, it gives you the opposite meaning. Is it okay?
What?
You know the word lead, the verb lead?
Yes.
Yes, when I add MIS to this word, what happens?
Mislead.
Mislead, what does it
Becomes
mean?
the opposite.
The opposite. So,
Mislead.
yes.
For example, a man asks me, where can I find this restaurant? I tell him the wrong direction. That's the meaning of mislead.
Yes. So when you give him the wrong direction, so you mislead him. Okay.
Yes.
So when you add prefixes, you get the opposite. You okay?
Okay.
I want you to choose some expressions, some words that related to the topic. Okay? To know the
Misunderstanding.
we want to select some words to know
Oui.
the impact of specific words choices on meaning. Why he chooses certain words. He brings words or expressions to affirm the meaning of
Uh, I have an expression.
yes, like what?
The first sentence. I do not understand why nothing is done for my people. He says that nothing good is done for my people.
Yes, great.
They're just sitting around breaking promises.
So he mentions that nothing done for my people. Words do not pay. So to affirm the meaning of our story, okay? What else? We want to talk about ideas, his selecting of words to affirm
Well,
the meaning.
obviously, from the title,
Yes,
you can say there are some sentences that I feel they have a strong impact. For example, words do not pay for my dead people,
yeah,
or you can say they do not pay for my country or for my father's grave. It's meaning that they break promises and they respond by killing and murdering his tribe.
yes, great. So I want Majid Suelam, Majid.
And
Uh,
yes,
is there a connection between words and expression that he mentioned in his speech with his demands, with his tribe's rights?
yes.
Yeah, explain, explain.
So what he wants is
ماجد ممكن ترفع
create.
صوتك.
Yeah.
So there is a connection between the words, between some expressions, the language that he used in his speech and his tribe's rights. How? How? Explain.
ماجد.
Yes, so Nasser Abami is here. Nasser, until Majid comes. Nasser, Faisal Gaid. Guys. Yahya. Okay, Yahya.
Yes. What?
So there is a connection between words that he chose and the meaning of his speech and the rights of his tribe that he seek for. Explain.
Well, okay. From the story, I can see that when he talks, like too many misrepresentations have been made, too many misunderstandings. Well, I think that the army or the government, excuse me,
Yes.
uh, misrepresent the Indians. So the people would think that they are bad people, or they are weird, or
Yes.
they are killers, angry people. They should die. So they're trying to force them from any way possible, so they can leave the land. Or I think they were trying to force them out of the land, maybe because of the oil. That's the only thought that
Yes.
I can have.
Okay. So
Hello?
here when we analyze this story, we are talking about the author. We know the author, Chef Joseph. What about the setting here?
Majid.
Time and place. What
إيه،
about the setting?
خلاص شو نحط المايك.
Yes, Majid
Start, Majid رجع.
Yes, Majid.
أجاوب.
Yes, okay. Answer. Yes.
It makes my heart sick when I remember all the good words and all the broken promises. Because he said that words do not pay. So he wants them to take action and not just promise and then break it later for their own benefit.
Yes. Thank you very much. Returning back to the elements of an analysis here. when you remember the elements, who remind me of the elements of analyzing a story? Author, title, we know the title. Words do not pay. Author,
You have the author,
Structure.
the settings,
yes,
the
author,
plot.
Chef Joseph.
title.
Yes. What about the setting? Yahya. What
the
about
setting.
time and place?
Well, you can add more than a place. You have maybe you can say the US, the
Yes.
Oregon land, or you can add more than a place. Time. You have 2 years. You can choose one of them. You can choose 1860.
Yes, you can say 1877. Yes.
Time 1879 in Washington, D.C.
Yes, great. So why? Because his
When
speech.
he made the speech.
Yes, he
No, yes, sir.
yes.
1879 is the correct one.
Yes. What about the theme? What about the theme of this story?
The title, I think, makes a good theme. Actions pay, not words.
Yes, great. The main idea. Yes. Actions.
That actions pay, not words.
Great.
Or
Great.
words cannot pay, actions will.
Yes. Very nice. What about you, Mad Swalem?
The plot?
Yes. Can you add something about the main idea, the theme?
The theme.
Yes.
There are too many broken promises.
Yes, great.
Or too much broken promise.
Yes. Okay, great. So move to the plot. Okay?
Can I say it?
Yes, start. You
Well,
know-
as you know, there are 4 parts of the plot: the conflict, rising actions, climax, and resolution.
Great.
And
Great.
first, we'll start with the conflict.
Yes.
You can say that his speech, Chief Joseph's speech, or you can say that in 1863, the Nez Perce refused to sign a treaty, so the U.S. forced them out of their land.
Yes.
So the rising
federal
actions
forces.
began
Yes.
with
Great.
the rising actions became with the tribe traveling through Canada, and most of them had died,
Yes.
and they couldn't.
Great.
The climax, I would say that it's the speech that Chief Joseph made,
Yeah.
and the resolution. I think Chief Joseph's death.
Yes. So and his tribe maybe after him, after his death, after his speech, their life changed. Their life changes. Okay. The effect of his speech. In fact, his speech after his death affects people. Okay. In their journey,
Yes.
in their journey to get their rights. That's right.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yes, great. And here some vocabulary. Yes, you should check your assignments in your class.
Teacher,
Yes,
do you want to give you all of them?
yes, yes. Modify,
Okay.
modify, and attach. Don't copy. Don't.
Okay.
Just modify and attach in your class. Okay.
Okay.
Yes.
I will attach it. Do you want me to send it to you on the same website or
No, 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 not WhatsApp. In your Pearson account, in
no,
your
the
class.
same website?
Yes, in the website. So,
Yes.
so
Okay.
look here on the screen. We have Word Student Edition, and number 2 Word accessible level text. Number 3 audio summary. 4 Word first read extension questions, and you have questions here. Text the questions, and then parallelism. 7 analyze. Okay. 8 go on, analyze the craft and structure. Concept 9 concept vocabulary and word study. Some words with the prefixes or the meaning of some words. And here the author's style, talking about the author's style and research report. Okay. Thank you for sharing with us. Thank you, Majid. Thank you, Yahya. Thank you, Nasser. Thank you,
You're welcome,
all
teacher.
guys.
You're welcome.
Yes, we are.
تيجي أستاذ وش الدرس الجاي؟